pasta I ever had in my entire life was actually in Italy, and it had nothing to do with the fact that, I mean, yes, being in Italy was amazing, but it was because it was fresh pasta, like made moments before it hit the water to boil, and then within minutes it's out on your plate. Is it 450 of our today's bonus buy from Good Housekeeping have already been spoken for on In the Kitchen with Mary during Mary's 5th anniversary show. This is an electric pasta maker. You do nothing except put the ingredients in, and then when it's finished, you'll boil your pasta, which, oh, by the way, fresh pasta cooks in minutes. It's a few minute process. You're going to put your ingredients in. This does the mixing, and the pasta, 8 different types of pasta, at least the shapes, but the opportunities, the flavors that you can do with your pasta is unlimited. This is our today's bonus buy. The only day that it will be presented this year at this today's bonus buy price. So this is the day to make sure you pick this up. Compact, easy to clean, and it couldn't be easier to make homemade pasta at home. Let me show you all the colors that we have to choose from. Right here is Earl Grey. There's only about 600 remaining in the Earl Grey. And remember, only presentation today, or I should say it's only being presented today at the today's bonus buy price. So good time to pick it up. Here's your chili red. There's 400 in the chili to go around. We also have 360 in the blueberry. Now, always a very popular color is this gorgeous sage, but the problem is it is the most limited. There's only 200 to go around. Now, come on over. We do have black, so if you wanted to pick that up as well, all of them have stainless steel accents. They'll look beautiful in your kitchen with 900 to go around. But it's the only day this year that we are presenting this Good Housekeeping electric pasta maker with the 8 shaping discs at this today's bonus buy price. We're only in February, right? It's not like, oh, we're in November and you won't see it for the rest of the year. No, this is the final live presentation and you won't see a lower price for the entire year. $99.98. It's free shipping and handling as well, which means today you're saving about $78 with that free shipping and handling. Rochelle Pomalero is joining us. Rochelle is not only a trained chef, but she's also part of the Good Housekeeping team and developers when it comes to developing product that work in your kitchen. Rochelle has felt the pain of you trying to roll out your own pasta in your kitchen. And that's a big reason, Rochelle, why Good Housekeeping created this unit. Talk to us all about how we get to make pasta, fresh pasta in our own kitchen.
Well, look at that. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely delicious. Fresh pasta comes right out of the machine. Comes with a little cutter. You cut it off. You add it to your water. By the time it's done boiling, you make your sauce while your pasta's boiling. And by the time your sauce is done, your pasta's done. Wow. It's that fast, right? So that's just really, wonderful. So I'm just making a sauce that I always make, and it's just some fresh tomatoes. It's some briny olives and some briny capers. I love that. Maybe a touch of chili flakes for my husband because he likes that. A little bit of sauce, just a little dab of that marinara. I put a little bit of white wine in there just to give it a little bit of a kick and a tangy flavor. Stir it around, and I'm watching my pasta. And what you'll see, well, how am I supposed to know when it's done? Well, it's going to kind of float to the top. It's going to kind of just expand. You can see how it expands quite well right there. And then what you'll do is gonna just add my spinach. I love to add a little spinach to that, right? And my husband and I laugh because what we'll do is we'll say, ooh, we'll count up all the veggies that we ate in something, and then we feel good, even though we ate a big old ball.
But you could easily,
great.
You could easily saute some simple veggies, a little bit of sauce, and then you're topping that all on top of homemade pasta that you made in your kitchen. And Rochelle, the biggest difference too, the flavor, for many of us, I do enjoy, I have made homemade pasta at home, but it can be a mess. There's a lot of flour involved. This gives you a way to still get that great flavor. I'd love to walk through kind of all the different pastas, because even if it's spaghetti, if it's macaroni, if it's your penne pasta, if it's pappardelle, which is my all-time favorite, but even like your lasagna noodles, look at that, and your pasta's done. You're adding it to your 4-quart grilled pig. Now you've got dinner.
Yes, now I have dinner, and you know what? When I make this for my husband, he goes back for seconds, and he says this is the best pasta
I've
ever had. because you know what? Give it a little swirl and then drop it, and then you're good to go. This is how we do it. Top it with a little bit of sauce on top to make it look really yummy and delicious. And then you're ready to go. I always give it a little bit of a wipe up there, and then you're ready to go. And it's
Oh,
like
see?
restaurant quality.
I
mean,
love the
seriously,
chefy tip.
yeah, exactly. And you would pay, $25 for that, right? But it's really
Good
just
point.
flour and water. It's just flour and water, and you can even do a little bit of Parmesan on top, and then
Ooh.
you're good to go.
A little
Like they
fresh
do at their restaurant there.
Parmesan.
Yep.
Just please give me a glass of red wine, and I am as happy as a clam. I want to show you. Let's take a look at this pasta that Rochelle's got coming up, because I see red pasta. We're able to do different variations too. It's not just shapes.
Exactly. So you say, well, how'd you get that, red color? Well, I use beet juice. So you can buy beet juice at a juicer. You can buy it in the market. You could put any kind of flavored liquid in there. If you want to do it plain, water. You can do wine. You could do red wine. You could do carrot juice, spinach juice to give it a green color. So you can really change up those flavors. If you want to do carrot juice for like an orangey color, I'll show you that later. But you can do all of that, Allie. And then that's how you get the different colors, right? And then you go, well, the different shapes, we've got you covered, because you've got all the different shapes, from linguine to how about your own homemade penne, right? Or your classic spaghetti, or your fettuccine, or imagine your mac and cheese for the kids made with fresh pasta. I mean, it's going to blow their mind, right? Or lasagna sheets, which then you can turn into ravioli like we have right here. I mean, gourmet, fresh, nothing better, and inexpensive, because it's just flour and some liquid. So I love that.
Impressive, Rochelle. I want to take everybody through the colors, because I know you want to get this home, because it is such a treat for your taste buds. If you've ever had fresh pasta, you know the difference. It's not only easy, but here with Good Housekeeping, you're getting the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. You're getting the ease of, and we'll show you exactly how it works, but you put the ingredients in and fresh pasta comes out. That's it, right? And then you're just going to go ahead and boil it. Today we have a today's bonus buy, one of the best values of the day here on QVC2. This is the final day it's going to be presented. And the today's bonus buy, it's the only day this year you're going to see it as the today's bonus buy price. Won't happen again. This is it. Final presentation is happening in this show. So I'll walk you through the colors, and then with Rochelle, all the pieces that you get, because you also get a recipe book. So here's black, which has been very, very popular. It'll look beautiful in a lot of our kitchens because of the stainless steel and the black, but only about 880 in black to go around. And then let's kind of play with color. Here's a beautiful Earl Grey. It almost just looks like a hint of a gray cloud. Earl Grey has been very popular. There's only about 580 left in that Earl Grey. And remember, this is the final presentation. Today's bonus buy price is only for a limited time. Then we have chili. There's 400 to go around in the chili. How about this beautiful blueberry? There's 360 in blueberry, and then always popular but very limited, there's fewer than 200 in the sage. So Rochelle, I know we just saw kind of all the different attachments here. There's 8 different attachments to make pasta. You're going to also get your water cup and flour cup, right? Because that's how easy it is to measure the ingredients right into the machine. And then you get the recipe book. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Lemon pepper pasta, summer squash and pasta. Like right out of the gate, you have a taste of Italy right on your own plate, on your own kitchen table. What other pasta are you cooking up?
So you saw me do the tagliatelle, right? Which was that gorgeous thick pasta that we used the beet juice with, right? So I'm going to drop it right into my boiling water. And again, by the time that's finished cooking, it really seriously only takes like 3 minutes to maybe boil. And then while that's cooking, then I can make my sauce. So I just seared some mushrooms in this pan, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of shallots. And you could add whatever you like. If you have a favorite jarred marinara, that's great. If you have a favorite Alfredo sauce, no problem. But by the time you get that in the pan, warm it up, your pasta's done boiling, and you're ready to go. So you could say to yourself, well, that seems like a very extravagant kind of special occasion thing. But I say, no, it's really not, because what I always think about is put your water on to boil. By the time that water comes up to boil, you've made the pasta dough and you've extruded the pasta dough. It literally takes the same amount of time, literally 4 minutes to mix and about 8 minutes to kind of extrude it. So, you know, think about how long it takes for your pasta water to come to a boil, right? And I always think, you know what? No, it's an inexpensive way to actually have a wonderful gourmet dinner. So, you know, hey, Valentine's coming up, you know, you might miss it this year, but think about maybe, you know, doing it next weekend. So it's wonderful.
Why not? Like, when you can make fresh pasta at home, it turns kind of any okay, it's going to be dinner tonight. And it could, listen, you could open the jar of pasta sauce, okay? No judgment here, right?
No,
but you're
not at all.
adding so much to the meal, and you're not doing the work. Good housekeeping is.
Exactly.
The machine is. Hey, Rochelle, couple questions. Let's say I wanted to do, you know, other types of pastas, rice noodles, you know, things like that. Can I still do that in this machine too?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That is absolutely no problem to do that at all. So rice noodles, you name it. I'm going to cut that off, Allie, and I'm going to actually stop the machine, because you brought up a good idea. Is, well, what if you wanted to do a different kind of pasta? For instance, maybe you've made enough spaghetti, but the kids like, you know, linguine or whatnot. So all you have to do is say, you know what, I'm going to take this off, right? Remove that. Over here is your drawer. Inside your drawer, you have all your little goodies in there. That's where we put all the little die cutters. We even put your little scraper. We even put a little cleaner in there that has a little tines to like clean inside your little die there. And then you could say, you know what, I'm going to actually I just made some spaghetti, but you know what, the kids like, you know, tagliatelle or fettuccine. So here's a fettuccine one. So you're going to want to put that on nice and firm, hold that in place, put the little coupler back on, put it on, make it nice and tight, and then boom. Now you're going to make a different pasta shape.
Because
and then you're done with this.
Rochelle, like a full batch. If I'm going to say, you know what, I'm just going to go for the full batch. I'm going to make 3 or 4 different types of noodles. Going to, you know, dry and just store the rest in my freezer, you know, for however long I can, right? Probably months, right? How much, like what capacity, and then how long could I store it?
So, you know what, there's a lot of great ways to store it. One is you can serve it fresh, right? If you'd like I'm going to do right from there. Or what you can do is you can hang it, and we have a drying rack. You can see it behind me over here. We have a nice drying rack. So if you wanted to actually dry it, now, when you dry something, you take out all the moisture, right? So now that's going to last virtually forever. So you can have that kind of put it in a nice, you know, enclose it in a nice, one of your great containers, right? I know you guys sell some awesome containers. Kind of seal it up in that, and you can put it in your pantry for, you know, months, I would say. Or if you want it fresh, you can put it in a container and freeze it. So that then it's kind of fresh. It's like frozen fresh, right? So you can do that, and that's no problem at all. So in fact, it was so funny because I have some dried at my home, and then Dave, who's our camera guy, he was like, I still have some in my freezer, and I'm excited to go home and have it. And I said, I know, it's nice when you go, oh yeah, I got that in there. Right. So it makes a great way to enjoy it later.
Sometimes it can feel really intimidating. Like, am I going to get the dough right? I got to knead it out, roll it out, or have this other attachment that then I got to sit there and crank. Nope.
Right.
You're putting all your ingredients right in the top. You have an easy control panel right here. This is the Earl Grey. I've got the easiest control panel, right, that you can wipe clean, that you're going to then indicate your start, stop. You're going to adjust your mode, whether it's mixing. And then when you're ready to do the pasta, to have it come out of the machine, extrusion is the fancy term. But look, I have a almost 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. They not only, Rochelle, can help me put the ingredients in, they can press the buttons. They can be a part of the meal making process. And if that's for your family, your kids, your grandkids, do you know how much fun that is and how much joy that brings? Especially if you got a picky eater, get them involved in the cooking process. They might change their tune.
You're so right, Allie. You know, when you just said that, I mean, literally, I don't know if we can get the camera shot, but you just gave me the goosebumps because it is true. And I remember growing up as a little girl when we would make pasta at home, was some of the happiest times that we had.